Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. Today in this video we are going to learn about paragraph formatting. So what is paragraph? Paragraph is the combination of words which explain us about something. So if we are working digitally, we are using computer, we are writing something on MS Word or in any other application software. So what are the ways how we can make it attractive, make it readable form? So I'll try to explain here. I try to explain and show you practically how we can edit and format a paragraph. So let's begin. Paragraph formatting. If we are using the text which is running in 2 or more lines, we can apply the paragraph formatting. Formatting marks. Paragraph formatting allows you to change formatting options for entire paragraphs. A paragraph is defined as the text between two paragraph markers. The paragraph markers looks like a backward P. Each time you press enter, you insert an invisible character called a paragraph marker in your document. By default, these paragraph markers are not shown on screen, but you can display them by clicking on this symbol opposite P button on the standard toolbar. The example shows paragraph with a paragraph marker displayed. As you can see, paragraph markers are not the only invisible character you can display. Tab marker, that is point, right pointing arrow, space marker, it is dot, and end of line marker, that is left pointing arrow, also appear. Formatting markers can help you edit your document and check for errors such as extra space between words. Now, the formatting toolbar. There are a number of buttons and menus you can use to apply paragraph formatting options. First is alignment buttons. There are numbers of alignments such as align left, center, align right and justify. Allows you to set the alignment of a paragraph. Next is line spacing. Line spacing button allows you to easily reset your spacing between lines of text. Next is numbering. Numbering allows you to set automatic paragraph numbering for paragraphs. Bullet. Bullet allows you to set hanging indent with bullets for paragraph. Next is indentation button. Decrease indent and increase indent. It enables you to change left indentation for paragraphs. Border allows you to set borders for a paragraph. Now next is using the paragraph dialog box. The paragraph dialog box offers access to all of the paragraph formatting options all in one place. To display this dialog box, first choose format button or format option from the paragraph. Set options are desired in a dialog box. As you can make a changes, the text in a preview area changes accordingly. So you can see what the paragraph looks with your changes applied. When you are satisfied with your changes, click the OK button. The dialog box will disappear and the formatting option you can select it are applied to the selected paragraphs. Now, alignment. There are 4 types of alignment: right, left, center and justify. Identification. Adjust the right and left margin by clicking the up and down arrows. Next, spacing. To emphasize a block of text, click the up and down arrows. Preview. It will give an idea how your text will look. Now first about the alignment. Alignment refers to the way text appears between the idents. So for using alignment, select or click anywhere inside the paragraph you want to align. Then this dialog box will appear. Then use the paragraph dialog box or just click the align left, center, align right or justify button on the formatting toolbar. Click and type in print layout view. Now what is print layout view? Suppose you want to take a print out of any document. So before printing it out, you will check, you will watch it how it appears. So with the help of print layout view, you can see that. In order to use this feature, your document has to be displayed in a print layout view. Now next is in this view, you can see here the logos are present, these tools are present. In this view, you can position your mouse anywhere on the page and double click to move your insert point there. You can use the click and type feature to vary the alignment within the single line of a text. Now for example, you can left align your name and right align the date of the same line. So the appearance of the mouse display the way the text will align. You can see here this one. The first one denotes the left alignment, means whatever the text you are typing, it will start from the left side. Now the mid one, it shows justify, and the right one, the last one, shows right alignment. Now identification. The ident feature sets temporary left and right margin for paragraph text. To ident one or more line of text, use the paragraph dialog box. This method allows for the great amount of precision for setting left and right ident. Identing is measured in inches. You can change the ident in tenth of inches. Now for using the ident, in the identification section, you can click the increment arrow, that is upward, to enter the amount of indentation, or use the increase and decrease ident buttons on a formatting toolbar. Now see here, this is the decrease and this is the increase ident. This is the most convenient way to setting a left ident, clicking the increase button once ident text to be a default 5. Remember, there is a difference between ident and tabs. If you set a tab, only one line of a text is idented. If you click one of the ident button or set an ident in a paragraph dialog box, all the text you can type afterward will be idented. Now, special ident. When all the lines in a paragraph are indented except the first line, a hanging indent is created. To create a special indent, first choose Format Paragraph. The paragraph dialog box will appear. Next, in the Identification section, you will see a special drop-down menu with same or some option. Then choose first line or hanging. You may specify the amount of indentation in the box by clicking on the increment arrows. These increments are measured in inches. Next is line spacing. Now, what is line spacing? Line spacing refers to the amount of blank space between and after each line in a paragraph. It often determines how easy it is to read a document. Line spacing is measured in lines or points. You can quickly change the line spacing by using the spacing button on a formatting tools, or by pressing Ctrl+1 for single spaced, Ctrl+2 for double space, or Ctrl+5 for 1.5 spacing. Now, these are the commands. These commands affect the paragraph where your cursor is currently located. To spread the change wider, select several paragraphs or the entire document. Now, how to change the line spacing? When you make a line spacing change, it affects only the text in a paragraph that contain the intersection point, unless you highlight other paragraphs or the entire document. When line spacing is measured in points, it is referred to as leading, a pronounced leading. Okay, it will pronounced as a leading. Reducing leading makes the line closer together and can make a text difficult to read, while increasing leading can help its readability. For example, the 10-point font usually uses 12-point leading. This is the default, means by default it is already set. To specify the exact leading desired, click the arrow under the line spacing and select exactly, then enter the point desired in the @ box. Now, you can also specify line spacing to be 3 lines, 4 lines or more by choosing multiply or multiple. Now, paragraph spacing. The paragraph spacing option allows you to add additional space between paragraphs, headings or subheadings. As you type your document, extra spacing between paragraphs add emphasis and make a document easier to read.
choose extra space before each paragraph, after each paragraph, or before and after each paragraph. This is better option than hitting enter several times to space down, because every time you press enter word things, you are creating a new paragraph. Now tabs. As I earlier told you, there is a big difference between ident and tabs. Now what is tab? Tabs determine where the insertion point moves when you press the tab key. By default, there are tab stops every half inch, but you can set them any way you like. In addition, you can choose from 5 tab types, that is left, center, right, decimal or bar, and even include tab leaders. Tab can be used to indent a single line of text or to create several columns. Each time you press the tab key, the insertion point advances to the next set tab option. You can set your own tab by using the tab dialog box. So first, to change a tab stop, first choose format tabs from the menu bar. Second, a tabs dialog box appears. Third, in the default tab stop box, the default tab setting is 0.5 or 0.5. Press the up arrow to increase the distance between the tabs. Press the down arrow to decrease the distance. In the alignment section, the default setting in the aligned left. This means the text typed at this tab setting will align at the left and move text to the right of the tab as you type. Click OK. You can set any type of tab stop at any point across your document. For example, you can change the tab to advise 0.8 each time you press the tab key. When you change the tab setting in your document, changes are in effect from the point forward. Now, tab types. So here you can see the symbols. The first one is aligned to the left of the tab stop. Next one is center on the tab stop. Third one is aligned to the right of the tab stop. Fourth one, number type at the tab stop will align with the decimal point on the tab. And the last one is the bar tab insert a vertical line at the tab stop. Now tab leaders. Tab leaders are characters that appear in a space between text and a tab stop. You have seen dot, that is periods, used as tab leaders dots of lots of time in a table to contain a book. Next, using the ruler. The ruler allows you to set the two types of paragraph formatting. First is tabs and second is indentation. If the ruler is not showing, choose view option and from there ruler to display it. Now setting tabs with the ruler. The tiny grey line at the bottom of the ruler appearing every half inch at are the default tab stop. When you set a tab stop, you remove all the default tab stop to its left. On the left, on the far left and or the ruler is a box with what looks like a capital L in it. That's the tab type indicator. The L is for a left tab. Click the box to change the type of tab. The symbol were deleted. On the left, on the far left end of the ruler is a box with what looks like a capital L in it. That's the tab type indicator. The L is for a left tab. Click the box to change the type of tab. The symbol were deleted or were detailed in the previous slide. When you point to the box, a tool tip appears with the name of the type of tab in it. Whenever type of a tab appears in a box is the type of tab that will be sent. To set a tab, click the tab type indicator to select the type of tab you want. Then click the ruler in the position you want to tab to appear. To tab marker appears on the ruler. To remove a tab, drag it from the ruler into the document window. When you release the mouse button and tab disappear. Now remove or move a tab. To move an existing tab on the ruler, first point the mouse on a tab you want to move, then click and hold the left mouse button until the dotted line appears below the tab. Next is drag the mouse to move the tab to the new location. Then release the mouse button or left mouse button. Next, to remove a tab from ruler, point the mouse on the tab you want to remove. Then click and hold the left mouse button until a dotted line appears below the tab. Next, drag the mouse off the ruler. And the last, release the left mouse button. Now setting identification with the ruler. Now the ident setting appears on either end of the white part of the ruler. By default, they are set at the same position as the margin, and the area between margin is indented by the white area on the ruler. The ident marker are a kind of triangular in shape. On the left, there are two of them for controlling the left ident, and the top is for the first line of the paragraph, and the bottom one is for remaining lines in the paragraph. On the right, there is only one for controlling the right ident. You can set identification by dragging these little markers along the ruler. The left ident marker can be moved separately to achieve different identification effects. If you want to set both left ident identically, drag the little rectangle beneath the ident marker. It moves both markers together. The text you need to change must be selected before you make the change on the ruler. Adjusting margins with the ruler. If you position your cursor between the light and the dark margin area of the ruler until the cursor turns into a double arrow as shown below, you can click and drag the margin or either the top or side ruler to quickly adjust the margins. Note, you must be in the print layout view to see the vertical ruler. If you hold down the Alt key, that is Alt key, as you drag, you will also be able to see the current measurement. The trick work on the top or the side ruler. Now shortcut to the dialog boxes. You can see here, double click in the shaded area. This one is the shaded area here or anywhere on the vertical ruler, and then page setting up dialog box will appear. Now this one, double click on the triangle area, triangles or rectangle, and the paragraph dialog box will appear. Now this is the white portion, double click in the white area and the tab dialog box will appear.